Good evening, friends. I am Anil. I am a science teacher and also a member of a group called Coach. Coach, which actually aim is to eradicate superstition. We do different programs by going to different schools and we show our program. Basically, what we do is we show actually the activities that the wicked or ill-minded people they do it in different rural areas and they try to make them fool, or we can say it is the science behind miracle. What actually the science that behind the miracle. So today what we'll do is we'll try to do an experiment. We'll try to burn a camphor and we'll see what actually the science behind that particular experiment. We'll try to link this experiment with our textbook of class 9th and class 10th. So what I am doing is I am just burning this camphor and I am putting it in my hand, and you can see my hand is not burning. Again I am showing the same experiment. See what I am doing is I am burning this camphor and putting it in my hand. See, my hand is not burning. It is the common thing that you can see in rural area where the people who try to make fear or who inculcate fear among the villagers, they by showing this one they make them popular, and they also have the remedy to. So what they do is they try to create fear, and by creating fear they are very much popular in that particular area. So we'll see the science behind this one, but before that I'm trying to put it in my tongue. Previously what I did is I was trying to put it in my hand and my hand was not burned. Now see, I am putting the same camphor in my tongue. See, this is my tongue and it is not at all burning. So what actually the science behind this particular experiment? So I'll show you something, the same thing by doing an experiment with a balloon. See, this is a balloon without having any water, and this is the balloon having water inside this particular one. So this white balloon is filled up with water, and this another balloon which is green in color is without having any water. So let's see. So I am just lighting this candle and I am trying to burn this one. So it will immediately burst. But what will happen to this white balloon? If I am trying to burn this one, it will not burst. Or we can say it will burst, but it will take some time to burst. So exactly what happened is, when I am trying to burn this camphor on my hand, there are different principles that are applicable to this one. Or we can say the first principle is that, or the first science is that I am taking camphor, and we all know that camphor is a substance that shows the abnormality. In class 9 we must have taught that metals have three states. We call that solid, liquid and gas. When we apply heat to a solid, it turns to liquid, and when we apply heat to that liquid, it will turn to gas. And in reversely we can say when we apply pressure, the reverse will happen. But what camphor is doing, or the abnormality that we can see in camphor is, when we are applying heat to this camphor without going to the next state, that is called liquid, it is directly changed to gaseous state, and that particular phenomenon is called sublimation. So it is the first thing. So the principle is that if something will not stick to our skin, it will not burn. So camphor is not sticking to our skin, so it is not burning. Or we can say because of sublimation, it cannot burn our skin. This is the first principle. The second thing is that we are putting it in our hand, and we all know that our body is made up of different cells. That cell contains a liquid called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is purely a liquid part. So when we are burning camphor, or we are putting camphor on our hand, before it hurting our skin, what exactly it is doing is, it is doing like this balloon. So if we consider this balloon as a cell, the liquid inside this balloon will act as cytoplasm. So when we are applying heat to this balloon, what actually is happening is this water inside this balloon, or we can say the cytoplasm in our cell, that are absorbing this heat. See, so it is not bursting immediately, but it will burst. It will take some time. The water will first take the heat. It will first heating itself, or the water will heat. Then it will transfer the heat to the surface, or we can say when we are putting a camphor on our hand, immediately it is not burning. But I cannot put it for a long period of time, because as the water of the cell will heat off, it will transfer the same heat to my skin, and my skin will burn. So that is the second principle. And the third principle is that is related to our saliva. When I am putting it in my hand, in my tongue, what actually happening is the same thing. The cell is there in my tongue also. But second part is there. You must have taught it in the science, in the SCL life science part, nutrition. So one we can say one liquid that is responsible for the digestion of food. That is the first thing. That is our saliva. Saliva is present in our mouth. So when I am putting it in my tongue, the saliva is playing a vital role. That is preventing my tongue from burning. So when I am putting it in my tongue, a layer of saliva that intermediates in between the tongue and the camphor. So it is not burning. So it is the next thing. So actually now we can see, or will not be cheated by the wicked-minded people or the people who want to cheat you. So it is a simple phenomenon. It is we can say it is not actually a miracle. It is something that everybody can do, or you can say it is actually the science behind this particular miracle. Thank you.